Hey guys, Timmy here, and welcome back to another video similar to what I did a couple weeks ago with that 6 months later kind of video, and I did those two on GTA 5 and GTA Online. Well, 6 months ago, roughly, Battlefield 4 came out, and I know there was the Battlefield 4 beta, but I wanted to do the full game and see how the game has changed for the past 6 months. Now, in the past 6 months, we've had 3 DLCs drop: the China Rising DLC, the Second Assault DLC, and the Naval Strike DLC. And those added a bunch of content to the game. They all added new guns, new maps, new assignments, some with new vehicles, and it really added a good amount to the game. It added new game modes, new everything. And that's great though, because it added more content to Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 4, really, I never saw it needed more content. I mean, there was a good amount of maps. There's a really good amount of maps. I mean, some work better than others. Like, some work better in Conquest mode compared to, say, Rush mode or Obliteration or whatever. I never really saw that there's a need for maybe more guns. I mean, some guns are used more than others. Like, for example, like the Scar H is like one of the more popular used assault rifles compared to, say, some of the other ones, because there's a lot of assault rifles. If you look in the game, there's a lot of carbines, there's a lot of there's just a lot of stuff to use, and I really never thought that you needed more, maybe, but it is nice to have more stuff. I mean, definitely one of my big things, I want to like how a gun looks, and if a gun doesn't look that great, I don't really like using it as much. So to have more content in Battlefield 4 is always good, but the thing is, with this more content and the more stuff they add to Battlefield 4, it kind of broke Battlefield 4 more. And we all know how broken Battlefield 4 was. I even made a video about how we shouldn't be accepting unfinished games, and Battlefield 4 was one of them. Battlefield 4 was a really big mistake with the game, and I know they're trying to push it out. They might say that they didn't, but they were trying to push the game out before Call of Duty Ghosts came out. And I can promise you one thing, is that if they waited a bit more, hell, this game released in what, late October, early November, like late October. If they waited maybe to like the end of November, early December to release it, and it was completely fixed, it would have been definitely much better. I mean, there are still problems to this day. Many people are having problems. There's the rubber banding, the net code, the one-hit kill bugs, just so many server problems. I remember back in like when the game first came out, people were having such crash problems. Like, I couldn't even finish a game without the game crashing, and it was such a mess, and it was an absolute disgrace to the Battlefield series. And I love Battlefield. It's one of the best shooters out there, and to see what happened to Battlefield 4 was just so depressing, because Battlefield 4 was supposed to be this really big game and added so much, but it's, with all those problems, it really hurt the game so much. And that's why that's like the lawsuits, like I said back in the December video about why we shouldn't accept unfinished games. People were suing EA because of how broken Battlefield 4 was, and basically how it was an empty promise of a finished game, but it really never was. And they even stopped the production of DLC to add more, or just not even add more content. It just even fix the game, like, and just make sure it works. And there's still problems to these days. People are still complaining about rubber banding. They say that they're actually upgrading their servers now to get like better servers and everything. I mean, the console versions, like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, they're finally getting their rent-a-server option where you could like have your own servers. I mean, to think like content like this wasn't in 6 months ago. Now it's May 1st that this video is going out, and this stuff's not even in. It's really sad. And to the news that supposedly there's a new Battlefield coming out this year, when Battlefield 4 came out last year, and it's like this police Battlefield. I don't know, it was rumors that I heard. It just, that seems, a police Battlefield, how does that work? I thought Battlefield was war and these militaries and armies fighting against each other. What does police have to do? I mean, that's just, I'll save that for another video on how stupid that idea is. But Battlefield 4 is supposed to be this like great game. I mean, you always hear Call of Duty is for kids and Battlefield 4 is for men, but when you have a game that's this broken, hell, even Call of Duty was more fixed, if you want to say, if it didn't have as many problems when it came out than Battlefield 4, and that really hurt the game. So that's the thing. The game was so broken, but I already spent 203 hours in Battlefield 4. I bought premium, and I could say I still have a hell of a lot of fun with this game. Whether it be the crashes or the rubber banding or whatever, as long as I have fun, I could still have so much fun with this game. I can get my SRR 61 and start getting long range headshots on people and sniping people. I can get in an attack jet and start mowing down tanks. I can get in the bomber on Silk Road and start bombing people at the main flag, or there's just so much to do. I could take down the tower in Shanghai, even though not many people do that anymore. I can do all this, and I could have so much fun. These are the Battlefield moments that we have, and I still have this. I still love this game, but with the problems that it had, it really hurt the game and probably hurt Battlefield, the series in general. So let's hope that any other problems that Battlefield 4 has will be fixed, that the DLC that will come out, the next two, will be even better and even much better, because I can tell you Naval Strike was great DLC. So let's hope for even better DLC, something even more, something just new and fresh, and these new mechanics of, say, maybe night maps, or like pitch black night maps. That would be really cool. Or just something like, say, cities, or something really new and fresh to Battlefield. That would be really cool. So let's hope for the best for Battlefield 4. I still have fun with it. And yeah, tell me what you guys think of Battlefield 4. Are you still playing it? Is it just too broken for you? Or do you just give up? And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, favorite, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.